and welcome to Breakpoint Stream 2. We're on Chapter 7. Right. Let's see what else is in store for today's stream and this storyline that's progressing. Let's quickly check the news. The Bahrain Roundup. Don't really care for that. Socials. Not my cup of tea. Emails. Here we go. Monsters Casper say, I am humble. I know Connor Sport were good, but that was something else. I have. Oh, here we go. Call from Davanoff.
Yeah, what is it?
Now that's how a butler takes care of business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Carrying the team, Devon, as well as the butler name. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, went well.
Well, I can't wait to hear what those clowns Ackerman and Connor have to say.
Yeah.
Hmm? You okay, Devon?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, just adrenaline, Dad. I really pushed it out there today, you know, I just need to simmer down a bit.
Of course you do. Let's talk later. I'll be in meetings, but call me whenever you like. I'm proud of your son. Let's just make sure today's result isn't just a one-off. Eh?
All right. Ciao.
Right. Let's get back to what I was saying. So much more saying the debrief and to each department in turn, but we are firing on all cylinders. Keep it up. This is only the beginning. Boys, you could slow down a little next time. I'm still settling in and couldn't keep up. Seriously, thank you. I've got a lot of people looking over my shoulder right now, and you both just made my life so much easier. I couldn't be proud. Couldn't be more proud, sorry. I saw some phenomenal talent there today. I know we'll make a great team. See you on the debrief. And Kylie Henderson, Dev. Oh, yeah. Right, let's go to the next chapter then. Chapter 8 now. News again. F2 Kelly Mayer. Socials. Emails. Here we go. Phil, can you do a little bit? Can you come down to the garage earlier? That all depends. We have Casper. We've had a great start to the season. Now it's risky pass. Let's keep up the energy. I always used to find the first few races tricky. It's easy to rest on your laurels once you've started to find them. Let's get out there today, and it's just like the last race. Like the last race you ever do. Okay. Not too bad. Let's go to the race then. The Australian Grand Prix mid-race.
Here comes Butler, good pace here down the straight. Into the corner we go. That's a little too late, and he nearly goes off the track on the exit. And is that a lapse in concentration?
I think just a little bit of desperate driving there, Crofty. He's pushing way too hard. I mean, there's nobody else around him at this stage.
Okay, Devon, we're going to have to ease off from the brakes. Brakes don't feel right. Okay, we'll have a look at it, but you're going to see a drop-off in performance, I'm afraid. What? Why? We've asked you to take it easy on the last lap, but pushing has made the issue even worse. So we're just going to have to live with it for now. What are you talking about? Listen, just do what you can, please, Devon. Come on.
Objectives and primary objectives. Hold on to as many positions as you can. Here we go. We've got 5 laps.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
We've got things have Jackson, have we? Okay. That's me looking at the screen, not paying attention to the driving line. Now let's just mark that and then back straight.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds.
Here we go. So Aiden's got to be at least maybe P4, 5 or 6. Hulkenberg's out the way. Stroll around the outside. We've got Ocon there. Here we go. Down the inside of Ocon. Aiden's got to be top 4 then, if Hamilton's in 5th. And we've got a 5-second gap to bridge to Hamilton. Here's some overtake again. I really should be saving some overtake as well for the last lap. Well, let's drive the wheels off this car, as I say. I'll see Lando. Aiden's got to be top 2 then, because I can see a Red Bull in 4th. Aiden's got to be 2nd or 3rd.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps on the fastest lap. There's a lot. I'm just going to use standard racing power. I'm not going to use no is the RS down there? Oh yeah, that's right. There's one here as well. Keeping ERS to myself. Oh no, that's not going to plan. Lucky not to plan with Hamilton then. As if Sergio, as if. That's frustrating. I would technically use a flashback, but I can overtake him. Use some overtake as well. Hamilton's trying to put me into the wall. A very nice tight squeeze. Scare Sergio a little bit. We're a little bit wide. Aiden's first. Wow. Okay.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap ahead is 10.4 seconds.
Second gap to Leclerc. But then again, I haven't seen Verstappen. Maybe Aiden's behind us. I just don't know. I wouldn't mind finishing on the podium now, which would be nice. 4 second gap. Or 4.6 second gap technically to Leclerc. So I see them on the mini map though, they're just there. So basically last lap I should get at least second place. If I can motor that is.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
I've got a Albon in the way. But the Williams has got to move. I don't think I've got the RS on Albon. I think I might have just been able to do it. Oh no, I've got the RS. Oh, awesome. Here we go, okay, let's go. Let's get that 2 second gap then. How do you mean come on?
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
A bit wide. He's still carrying overtake on us, so I'm just going to let it wide. Too much power. Too much speed going into the corners. Car wants to slide. Switch back. I've got the tyre away, 31
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
31, 28, 29, 27. Okay. So the left hand side's way more than the right. And I feel tyres slip on the traction. But yeah, Devon was behind me in the end. I thought he was in front. But the podium is the podium regardless. Max wins. If I had one more lap, I would have got second. But the podium is a happy place to be.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Look, this isn't the first time we've seen Devon Butler go rogue, but the question is, what are Connor Sport going to do about it?
Well, it's really hard. As we've seen so many times before, Crofty, in the past, so hard to control your drivers. In a way, they're their own entity, but on the top of it, they're working for the team, and that's what you want. It's a very hard situation to manage.
And working for the team, Kasper Ackermann wanted to make a clean break for this year. This does feel, though, that it's something that they might have had to have dealt with last season.
It's really not what they wanted. A repeat of what happened in the past, and you cannot let it go on. It can't continue. They're just damaging the reputation of the team and their own reputation as well. They have to sort it out. I'm sure they'll be having words.
So it's all changed here in Australia, and as the teams acclimatised to their new standings, so will we. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Devon, you didn't
Here we go, press conference. Now Devon, you didn't respond to a team order today in Hungary last season. He said it was a comms issue, but Connor Sport claimed that they didn't know what the issue was, so they're hiding something. What's really going on? I'm not going to fuel any speculation. It was another Connor Sport technical issue. Mistakes happen. Level 4, let's go.
Anything I say is going to be taken out of context. So I'd rather not fuel that kind of speculation. I'll debrief the team, and we'll figure out how we can stop it happening again. That's all there is to it.
Devon, you finished the race with a compromised car today. What was
Devon,
that
you
like?
finished the race with a compromising car today. What was it like for you? It was tough out there. was pretty straightforward. I did what I could, but what I am, so what am I supposed to do? It was pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward, you know. Obviously, it wasn't going as fast as we all wanted it to, but well, you saw the race. I got the best out of a bad situation. That's just what you have to do sometimes.
Now, some have been saying that you do get preferential
Yeah,
treatment
you have
because
been
your
saying
father
you do.
funds the team.
You
What
do.
say
You get
to those allegations?
preferential treatment because your father funds the team. What do you say to those allegations? Oh gosh, I love preferential treatment. Now, I actually think he prefers Aiden. It's practical for a team to prioritise their best driver. My father's money has nothing to do with my natural talent. Let's go with prioritise best driver.
A team often needs to prioritize their best driver. It's no big deal. Happens all the time.
So how do you expect Connor Sport to perform this season based on your performance so far?
So how do you expect Connor Sport to perform this season based on your performance so far? If the car behaves itself, we can do well. We can only go as far with Aiden on the team. We can win the whole thing. We can win the whole thing.
The whole thing, Natalie. You know, people talk about Mercedes and Red Bull, but people are in for quite a shock this time around because Connor Sport will be top of the constructors by the end of the season. You mark my words. You heard it here first. Boom!
Thank you so much for your time.
Could you take a look at this, please?
The producers of Throttle Zone have been in touch. They are now taking permission to film inside the Connor Sport garage for the upcoming Throttle Zone scene. They'll need full run of the garage while they film. The engineering department also scheduled to have the garage for the same day for testing. Shall we allow the film crew to access? There's plenty of engineers can be getting on with outside the garage. And Joe agreed to the filming and we should be honoured. We should honour that. Let's make it work, or we can't kick our engineers out for their own place. It's going to intervene. Everyone tell them they can. They can go. They can film inside. Devon's a great driver, and simply misunderstanding things as they happen. Criticise them, tell them we're clearly having some problems that we need to address. We expect better from Devon and we expect better from our car. I don't care if it fuels more speculation. We can't comment on this until we've got to the bottom of it. And it's going to be a no comment for the level 4. News, anything good here? Not really. Social, phone call.
You nip this in the bud, Cass. Do you hear me?
Andreo.
Butler, what was that out there today? I will not have a return to last season. We are a team. He cannot be allowed to do just what he wants.
Look, just calm down. I have it under control.
Well, this is Devon we're talking about. There is no control. He nearly lost the car, Casper.
But he didn't. You know what it gets like out there. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Or an excuse.
And we'll find out. I'll be racing it at the debrief, okay? So I'll report back to you.
Okay, hang on. Look, I've got to go. I've got Davidoff on the other line.
Of course you have. Enjoy.
Right, emails about Devon's car. Casper, we've just run a full diagnostic check on Devon's car. I won't get into everything here, but it's not quite as bad as we feared. should be good to go again in no time. Let's talk about it in the garage. Call me, Casper. Call me as soon as you get this. We need to discuss the party line with regards to what's happening out there today. We all know that certain things will always be temperamental. Come race day, I will not have the finger pointed at Devon for this one. And Zoe, hey Cass, saw the race. Hope there's not too much drama to deal with, but then I guess there's always he's right. Lily's still cheering for Aiden. I'm still cheering for you. Hang in there, Zoe. Right, next chapter.
Oh, it's a big deal when one of your drivers decides to do their own thing. So I called him out on it at the next team meeting.
And what was Devon's reaction?
Well, he denied the whole thing. Blamed it on a comms fail.
Which I thought was strange. The same thing happened the year before when I was principal, and he gave the exact same excuse.
Right, we're now going to Monza. Imola, sorry, not Monza, Imola.
Yeah?
You wanted to see me?
There he is. You're a difficult man to pin down. Right, I'll cut right to the chase, Devon. Tell me what's happening.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not just disregarding team orders. Paddock talks. People are saying you've been distracted, that you're ignoring them completely. Now, my job is to make sure the team works smoothly, like clockwork, so I'm just trying to work out what's going on.
I told you, check the comms.
Yeah, the comms are fine, Devon. We checked. What's going on?
Nothing.
Just cut that out. Show me some respect now.
Okay. I heard the order. Alright? You happy?
Why ignore it?
I'm feeling it, Cass. Pressure. Paddock gossip these last couple of months.
Oh, come on. You're Devon Butler. You are the Paddock gossip.
You've heard what they're saying, right? You've seen what they're writing. Driving on Daddy's money. It's making me second guess myself.
Okay. We can work through that. Start changing the team narrative.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, I'd like you to see someone from the medical team. Just to be sure. I've booked you in for this afternoon.
No, Cass. Look, I've got a race to prep for, okay? I need my head in the game. I'm fine.
I get that. That's fine. But I want you to see them straight after the race. Understood?
Yeah. Fine.
Right, any news? Not really looking into that one. Socials. Emails, here we go. Hey Devon, we know there's a lot of focus on you in the press right now. After Melbourne, we're working to stem the tide. But we thought maybe we could arrange an interview for you. You have a knack for spinning stories. We could use that to our advantage, help make the story go away. Casp, what we got? Thank you for our chat earlier. I appreciate your honesty. My door is always open. I know you like to deal with things on your own, but I'm here to help. Just say the word. Medicals, here we go. Devon, just a quick email confirming your medical checkup at Casper's request. If you could head over after the race, we'll be ready to see you. Any questions, just shout. And what we've got here, Mark. The latest forecast for the race are in. Looks like it's going to remain dry throughout. We shouldn't have to deal with high temperatures due to the cloud cover. Full report is attached. in your personals, right? Let's go to the race. Here we go, Imola, 7 laps. What's our objectives?
7, is everything alright?
Fine. Fine. Just leave me to it, yeah?
Here we go, let's overtake the, Oscar Piastri. I've got to overtake first in the McLaren. Simple. Sargent's up next.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Let's overtake the Williams. Then the inside. We've got Nico Hulkenberg next. Let's see if we can catch up to him before the end of the lap. We'll break it just before the 50-metre board. Here we go, and then back onto the overtake. We've got the racing line, but then you go that way and I'll go around the other side. And Bottas. Let's use a lot of the RS here. Oh, I got the RS as well. There we go. That's Valtteri Bottas, what is he in okay, mate? Right on the brakes.
And gap to the car in front is 3.2 seconds.
And let's just overtake. Get up the hill. And Lando. Ooh. If that was simulation damage, I would have floorboard damage. Aiden's up next with Charles just after. Okay. 6 laps to go. 9th. With 2 places quite close to me. I reckon I should finish. I think I should be able to finish at least maybe 4 with all these laps left, but we'll have a look. There you go, Aiden's going to let me through, is he going to give me the big squeeze? I've got a bit of a tank stopper there. And bless Aiden tried to give me the big old squeeze. Yeah, Gasly's in 6th in the Alpine. So much traction control I've got on. Just the wheel spin now for the grip was a little bit ridiculous. Tyres looking averagely okay. Tyre temps look perfect. Oh, both Alpines are there. Ocon and Gasly. Here we go. Yes, front tyres are doing cold as well, so yeah.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds.
With the Alpines fighting into turn 1, by turn 3 I shall be on them. Yeah, here we go, turn 3. Overtake what overtake I've got. Nip down the inside. Carlos and then Hamilton. 14-second gap to Hamilton. I know my time's coming down. But with 4 laps to go, I reckon I should get at least 4. I've got to sort out the tyres on the next patch. The tyres don't seem to be keeping heat. I know the next patch as well, they're going to sort out the red flags as well. There's red flag issues. But of course it's a science. Didn't go on my ERS.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devon Butler spins! He's out!
Oh, he just misjudges it and clips the curb. What a mess!
Devon Butler, with that move, is out of the race. He won't want to see that too many times. We want to see him out of the car, though. That's good news.
Big relief there, although he does still look a bit unsteady on his feet, Crofty.
Well, thumbs up to the crowd, but I'd imagine after that, he'll be quite shaken.
Hey.
Done. I'm done.
It's okay. It's okay. It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us. I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. I mean, he was at the height of his career. Yeah, what can you say?
How did you feel?
I was devastated. But 5 years in F1. Can't argue with that. I mean, most people never even get a chance, though. And I was still one of the best while I was out there. You ask anyone.
How did you feel when Devon left?
How did I feel?
But if we are going to hit our targets, we need another driver. A permanent one. And fast.
But we are mid-season. It's impossible.
So, given the circumstances, do you think you can grant us a bit of leeway on the contract?
I have the projections. If Connorsport doesn't reach 5th place in the Constructors this season, the returns simply aren't worth my time. That was always the deal. And it still is.
But with a little extra time, perhaps we...
Stop! The deal stands. And without Devon driving, there's now little of interest for me beyond the contract. It's just business.
There must be something we can do.
So, legacy is obviously important to you, David. As a father, I totally get that. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter? Why don't we give the seat to Callie?
No. California will not be signed to Conesport.
Why not? Just think of the commercial opportunities for the team that signs her. Forget legacy. Oh, you'd be making history.
And you'll be giving a phenomenal talent her first break into F1. It's the right thing to do. You know she deserves it.
The daughter who took her mother's name to spite me. Nah, she'll never say yes.
Why don't you leave that to me?
The contract still stands, Ackerman. 5th place, or I'm out next season.
One problem at a time, eh?
Here we go, the Spanish Grand Prix, the Circuit de Barcelona.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
The Throttle Zone producers have been in touch. They appreciate how helpful we've been in getting all this to work. But they saw the event in Imola and have read the reports that Devon may not be returning to the team. They'll be happy to postpone filming to later in the season if Devon returns, as they're keen to work with both him and Conesport. Is this something that could work a little further down the line, or should they be looking at film with another F1 team? Let's keep them engaged. This opportunity for expose the Conesport can't afford to miss. Tell the producers that while Devon's place on the team is still in flux, everyone's hoping that his absence will be short-lived and he'll be behind the wheel. In light of everything that's happened, it would be unfair to leave anyone hanging about Devon's possible return. Tell the film company that while it would have been great to work with them, it's probably best to seek another F1 team to replace in the fourth. Ooh, this one's going to be a bit tricky. So I always prefer to be upfront and honest and just tell it as it is. But with Formula One, you need the backing from as much money as possible to keep the team afloat. I don't know which way to go. Be honest or mislead. At the end of the day, if they make a full Throttle Zone 2, it would be awesome. But now I'm going to be honest. Sorry. News. Don't really care about the socials. Don't really care about that. Oh, we've got a phone call.
Have you spoken to her yet?
Yes, we've spoken.
And what did you say?
She'll be around this weekend. She agreed to come and see me.
You mean you haven't asked her yet?
Of course not. It's a delicate situation. I'm sure she has an idea, but look, it's not just something you casually ask over the phone, is it?
Why not?
Come on. This is potentially life-changing for her. And the whole family situation needs to be handled with a little, care and respect.
Well, you're the one that knows her. Just make sure she says yes and fast. I'm finding it difficult to keep fielding questions about the future of Conesport.
Yeah, I read part of that interview. Could almost feel you squirm.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, I'll call you as soon as I know.
Right, here we go. Emails. One from Callie. Cass, I'm already here. Landed in Spain last night and just and I've just arrived at the track. I have a few bits to finish up first, and then I'll be straight over. Okay. Really looking forward to seeing you and catching up. I have got so much to tell you. Also intrigued at why you couldn't talk to me on the phone earlier and say what you needed to see me. You better be not up to something, right? Andrea, what we got? Casper, they're pushing the trackside. They published the trackside chat interview I did. It'd be great if you can keep on top of anything Devon related. Any smallest contractual could lead to speculation without need. Exactly the same message we discussed. Devon got a medical condition, and it's up to him if he wants to talk about it. Let's hold off any talks to replacement for another week if we can. Zoe, Caddy calls. Yes, she does suspect you're going to offer her a seat. Of course she does. I said I couldn't possibly comment, which I guess is as good as confirmed. She's going to find out after the race anyway, right? It's wonderful that if you're offering her a seat, it'll be good for the sport. I've always said females should be in the sport. It's been there ever since the 1960s. There's been a handful of races, female race drivers who've done a lap or done a race or done a qualifying weekend. Formula 1 is a male-dominated sport, with the W Series now being administrated. All female drivers should be given at least some sort of race seats in Formula E, Super Formula, Formula 1. And I know they do a lot in America with IndyCar and NASCAR trucks. So females should be in the sport, really. But let's go to the Spanish Grand Prix.
As the drivers begin to climb into their cars down on the grid, the excitement is really building at this magnificent circuit. We're just about ready to go racing for today's Formula 1 Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone, the final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Gasly, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Zhou, Sargent, Bottas, Jackson, Magnussen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, De Vries, Stroll, Albon, Stroll. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Welcome to the wonderful Catalunya. It's time for the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend. And whilst the season is just a few races old, it's already been one full of drama. So, Natalie Pinkham, who have you got your eye on this weekend?
Well, in Formula 1, naturally, the conversation is drawn towards those at the top of the standings, both drivers and teams. But I'm really intrigued by the midfield team of Connor Sport. Devon Butler's absence will definitely be felt. There's no doubt about that, both on and off the track. For me, the interesting thing will be how they move forward without him.
Indeed, almost as many battles off the track as there are on it for Connor Sport at the moment. And Casper Ackermann and his team certainly have their work cut out for them this weekend.
I know it's been a mad few weeks, mate, but you've always gone well here, so let's get your head down and see what we can do. Come on.
There we go. Use me setups. Try and secure as many points as possible. I'm going to win the race. We have got a teammate, Noah Bell. Don't know if we have to word play on something, but I'm not sure. But we've got a job to do, and let's just do it. Right, let's do some overtake. Gosh, I'm going to end up running onto the grass here. That's a handful of cars. Logan Sargent's doing well in the Williams though, in 10th. Oh god, I'm going to have to go around on the outside. There we go. 8th place already. and then the leaders are pulling away, which is a bit of overtake to catch up to Lando. We're going to finish 6th or above. Trying to keep that part of the I want to check the tyre temperatures as I go down the circuit for the 17 laps. Yeah, I've got one scheduled pit stop as well. That's pretty nifty. Carlos Sainz on his home circuit. Overtaken. I forgot to change the back one again. I've gone back to pre-2010.
Overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Probably the chicane from last season. Right. Main Hamilton. Inside. Sergio giving me a good squeeze. Simulation damage on, I would have had wing damage. Something that's needed to be on this story mode is to have actually your car get damaged. You can do it in my team.
Good job.
You can do it in my team, and my driver can get floor damage on simulation settings. The simulation damage on this on the story mode more believable. So I want to be in 3rd. Oh no, sorry. I want me to finish ahead of Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, and Leclerc in 3rd has got the fastest lap. So let's rock and roll. It's going to be a long race. It's normally I have music to play.
DRS now available.
Nice to do a race like this, music will be playing, and I would do zero commentary. But I know what I will do though, to around about lap 7-8, I'm going to pit for the medium tyres. I would go as far as I could with the softs, but I know for a fact I can still come out. Even if I went to lap 16, I could still come out in 1st place. Let's try that, so let's see how far I can go before the tyres explode. Will the tyres even puncture though, since there's no simulation damage and all that? Interesting thought that. Let's see how good I can actually. Let's see how good I actually am to stay out. And if the tyres do go over 70%, will they puncture? I know, like I said, I know I'm playing on the easiest part of the story mode. Out the 3 settings you could have, you had normal, challenging and hard. And I went for normal because I thought it'd be like 7% difficulty. But I do know that there are a few YouTubers who have played this story mode and completed it. They went on to the hardest difficulty and it was still like cakewalk for them. I'm going to see if I can charge my battery all the way through. 13-second gap. Now what I should do really is with some of these races, to make the game flow quicker, is to basically just do like 7 laps or something. Or just as you come out the pit lane, once you're ready to pit stop. That's where the story should carry on. Instead of doing a whole race at 15%, I think this is. Got 15, I know I got short, very short which is 3, short which is 5, medium which is 25%, you got 35%, 50%, 100% in the laps. I used to 100% races before I jumped onto YouTube. If I was to do a 100% race, I would have to stream that race on a weekend. But would people want to sit down and watch the entire race? That is the question. We are nearly halfway through. As you say, we're looking now. 21, 22, 19, 19, okay. Tyre wear doesn't seem too shabby. Tyre temperatures are kept in the green.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
My battery doesn't seem to be charging up very well. I think they've nerfed the charging of the battery works. But I'm going to go to lap 16 anyway on this swaps. And see if I get a finisher. Also, I've been told driving over the curves, driving on the marbles, clipping the barrier will actually increase your tyre wear. Well, I know about rubbing against the barrier because I did that with my driver in the week. And yeah, I actually had 31% tyre wear on my front left tyre at Monaco. That was interesting. They kept that one quiet about tyre wear and rubbing against the barriers. So riding over the curves is going to give me more tyre wear. Well, that gives me the scientific research now in here for the story mode, so like I say, if the tyres will explode or not. We've got 31%. Right, we're now near enough halfway through. This lap, next lap will be halfway.
Okay, we want you to pick this lap, so push now, push.
Right, so where he's actually going up quite a lot. He's going on the curves, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing. A lot of industry around.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now.
Seven laps more to go, or 6 laps more to go. I don't think I'm going to get these tyres into 20 territory within 6 laps. I could run wide and hit the barrier. I might give that a chance. And see if I can do any damage. %40 on the rear left. That's a bonus. I wonder if running over the gravel track will also hinder tyre wear. It's going to slow me down, but it will also bring damage to the tyre. The seconds in the pits. Okay, let's run across here, let's go boom. Let's go boom. I got a feeling, I'll say that, since it's not simulation damage, I don't think they've, yeah, there's no damage to the tyres. Tyre wear is on, but there is no major tyre wear incidents when running up against the barrier. Disappointed, but it was for a scientific purpose. Come on, this blue flag's doing. I thought I could always just stick behind the car just so they get disqualified or get a drive through penalty for ignoring blue flags. Well, I'm only 5% off 50% tyre wear on the rear left. Teammates now in the pits.
Right, Noah's coming in for his stop now.
Let's see some advertise. I just left my teammates. Who's in the pit lane. No laps up to 12. That's not too shabby really. To 1% tyre wear on the rear left, and I'll be at 50%. I'm chasing down the like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, you're a full lap ahead of the car behind. Well done.
Yeah, when there's pit stops are on and you're on one of these difficulties, overtaking and locking in up every on circuit is more fun to do. This is overtake then. I've got 3 laps to go before I have to. I've got 55 on the rear left. I'm still catching cars and things. It's 2 laps to go before I keep.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
I've got 1.77 laps of fuel. I think that's what the 2 Ferraris. They're just sliding. No way, well that's over there on the circuit. I think they have. Well, we're all doing a second anyway. If only I didn't have to pit. I've wrapped up to 3rd place. No idea where Max. Oh God Almighty, Max Verstappen's down the road from like Hamilton. We're going to get out the way. Here's from Lewis now, getting out the way. Off the race 9. There's Max just down there. You can see the silhouette of his car. Doesn't know how to do all this. Now let's cut the corner.
We've been handed a 3-second penalty for obvious corner cutting.
Well, I cut the corner for one reason. I want to lap Verstappen. And plus I'm nearly a whole lap ahead of him, so 3 seconds is going to be nothing. I've got 1 lap to do this. And the back end wants to slide. Looks like tyre wear is 62%. Yeah, no one gets the whole 7, so you know I've tried. So I see Max, I'm catching him now. I reckon 1 more corner put, 6-second corner put.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
And we'll do it. And then I've got to box this lap then. I'll get the mechanics ready for the next lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, we haven't used both dry compounds yet. We still need to come in and fit the other tyres.
And the 3 seconds So 6 second corner push.
Right, you've been pushing your luck on track limits too much, and we've been given a 3-second penalty.
Well, I have took Verstappen. Wants that little bit more speed. Cut the corner. And boxy slap for the tyres. 1 lap on hards. Oh well, mediums. I think it's mediums are going to it. Yeah, mediums. And then jobs are good. Here we got a pit lane.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Well, the Ferraris just overtook me, so they haven't let themselves. I didn't have to pit.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
If I didn't have to pit, it would have been okay. Lap to 4th. If I had a couple more laps, I could have got Hamilton back. But lapping up to 4th, it's all good by me. And there we go. Race complete.
We did it! We did it!
So it's Aidan Jackson propping up Connosport here today, but the big news off the track is the speculation about this team and whether or not they'll see out the season with their current lineup.
Well, I think they'll have to sign a new driver, Crofty. It's a gamble worth taking.
Well, a mid-season signing would get us all talking, I'm sure, but time will tell. The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Well,
Connosport are in a bit of an odd situation right now, so just tell me, what is it like for you today? It doesn't matter who my teammate is, it's pretty strange, but you know, but you do what you do.
Yeah. Well,
say that one.
Know, that side of things, that's not really my job. I wish Devon well, but it doesn't really matter to me who the other driver is, so I'm out there to drive the car as best as I can, and that's all there is to it. Everything else is for Casper and the team to worry about.
Most importantly,
how is Devon? And how are you finding it without your teammate? Devon will be back, even if it's just to annoy me. We're all concerned about him. I never thought I'd say this, but I miss him. Do you know what? I'm going to say he misses
never
him.
thought I'd say this, but I do miss him. He brought a lot of energy to the team, and it feels odd not to have him around right now. For the record, I'm not saying I like him. He'd never let me hear the end of it, but he's missed at Connorsport. That's for sure.
Well, there's a lot of talk.
Well, there's a lot of talk about what happens if there's a lot of talk about what happens if Devon doesn't come back. Would Connorsport be looking for a new driver? What do you think? That's a question for Casper. It's too soon to talk about it. That's still Devon's seat as far as I'm concerned. We're good with our current lineup. There's a lot of young talent out there. Ooh, purple or orange. We're good with our current lineup. Nah, there's a lot of young talent out there, which is true.
I think it could be a real opportunity for the team to make an exciting signing. There's a lot of talent out there hungry for a shot in F1, and Connorsport could find themselves in the perfect position to offer them one.
And finally, I've got to ask you.
And finally, I've got to ask you this. It's been reported that Mercedes have agreed a deal with George Russell to play a small part in the latest Full Throttle movie. What would you make of it? Can't wait to see the film. Not something I'm interested in. George has got a lot of, George's got a lot to offer outside the world of F1. All drivers have.
I mean, he's got his own suit. He's ready for the red carpet. He's got a lot to offer outside of the F1 world. So, yeah, I'm pleased that he's finally getting the chance to show us all what he's got.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Here we go.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Bad news. The mid-season testing session is going to have to be postponed due to unexpected extreme weather. We are no longer involved with the Full Throttle Zone project. We have both Aiden and our reserve driver Noah focused on and ready to go. How would you like them to use this time? There's been a lot of going on in Connorsport recently, and Aiden especially just under the considerable pressure. Let's give the drivers some extra time off, a little time to relax. Hopefully it will serve to refresh them a little and improve their performance, ready for the next simulation. What we got with everything that's been going on at Connorsport, the best thing to do is to double down and focus. Even if we can't take it to the track, the drivers can at least take some extra time in the simulator to prepare themselves to the upcoming schedule. Do you know what? They're going to have a bit of R&R. Give them a little bit of rest and relaxation. News. Don't care for socials. I really don't care for that. Incoming call.
Hey, Casper, you wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did.
Shoot.
Nothing major, really. To be honest, I just wanted to thank you.
Oh. What for? I'm, just doing my job.
No, it's more than that. Well, I know why you stayed on the team. And, well, I won't lie to you, it's not been easy.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah, but you really stepped up. It's good for me to know that I've got someone like you to rely on.
Always.
Yeah. Look, Aiden, I'll warn you, things may not get any easier, at least not for a while, but, well, we've got something in the pipeline, a potential new driver, and a damn good one.
Who is it?
I can't say, not yet. It's a bit of a gamble, but if they agree, we could have something special.
Nice. And, how is Devon?
Fine. I think... I'm not sure. I mean, Davidoff has closed the door on that one, but... Yeah, he tells me Devon is in a good place, though.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Just, keep doing what you're doing, okay? And now, just get out of here.
Of course. I'll catch you later, Casper.
Right, emails from Davidoff regarding Callie. Casper, this remains against my better judgment, but you and Andrea seem convinced that this is the right decision for the team. Let me know the second you have spoken to her. I want updates the instant they happen. Andrea, team, I know it's not been easy at Connorsport recently, but I want you to want you all to know that I appreciate your professionalism in the face of such adversity. Sorry, that's me trying to read. We all know now that Devon will not be joining us again this season. I am incredibly grateful for Noah's efforts in particular, but we still need an additional driver to bring the team back to full strength as soon as we can. In that regard, I hope to have news I can share with you all soon. We appreciate you all you've done to make this work. In the meantime, thank you all so much from Andrea to Casper. Davidoff has been in touch. 1 minute he's saying Kelly's the right choice. The next minute he's saying she's a risk. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he's panicking. Though whether it's a legitimate concern for the personal reasons, I'm not sure. Would you like me at the next meeting with Kelly? I'm happy either way. Call me when you get this, Andrea. Kelly, Cass, I'm here, landed in Spain. Oh yeah, I read them ones. Okay, let's crack on with the next part. Call history. Cass. Yes, you. To be honest, thank you. Okay. Andrea. Interesting. Go to next.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Aiden has been approached to help promote an F1 sim racing event. He agreed to take part without consulting us first, and the event has already announced his participation on social media. Should we still let him attend? Yes, it's annoying that he didn't talk to us about it first, but getting his face out there is good for the sport. Decline. No, there's not enough. There are enough distractions going on this season about this. We need a focused compromise. It's not the ideal, but let's see if we can agree for him to attend over video and keep his commitments. Do you know what? I'm going to agree. Get the face out there, get him back on the sport, get Connor Sport in the limelight.
You've always dreamt of racing in F1.
Not like this. Do you know what he did?
Who? Your father?
He refused to support me. Said he'd only fund one of his children. Said Devon had better prospects.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Mum used the divorce settlement to help me out, but... And you're only here because he sent you.
No. This was my idea. My decision. And this is me asking you, Callie, not your father. We need a replacement, and I ask for you because I know how good you are. And that's the truth.
I always said I'd do it on my terms, not his.
I'll look out for you. Just like I did in F2.
Will you keep him away from me?
I'll do everything in my power. Everything. To make sure that all you have to think about is driving. We got a deal? You might never get this opportunity again. You know that.
Right, let's go to Azerbaijan.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Right, great news. One of our sponsorships has unexpectedly paid a bonus. There are a number of ways we can use the money. The question is, where should we use it? Getting more performance out of the car. A happy team is a productive team. Let's reward them with hard work and feedback. Factory facilities still fall behind those of our competitors. further investments here would help us for years to come. And you know what? Let's do the factory. Let's do the factory. Right, news, socials. Okay, phone call from Davidoff.
Davidoff. They stopped me entering the garage just because Callie's in there. It's ridiculous.
We've had this conversation. You need to give her space.
I'll humour you for now, but I don't like being told where I can and can't go around here. Don't forget, you talked me into this.
What does that mean? Talked you into what?
Signing Callie in the first place. I'm just allowing you to take credit for it, that's all.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to blame me.
Well, if you're right about it, there'll be no blame to allocate, will there?
Anything else?
You're a busy man. I'll let you go.
Right. Callie's press time. Hi Casper. Just to follow on from our meeting yesterday, we've had another 14 individual requests for interviews with Callie this weekend. Looks like everyone's desperate for their own take. In all my years in PR, I've never seen anything like it. I've communicated to the rest of the team your concerns about protecting Callie from as much of this as we can while managing our mandatory commitments. Zoe, hey honey, I couldn't get through on the phone, so listen. Despite my best efforts not to, I'm meeting up with Evelyn for lunch. Turns out she can be pretty convincing when she wants to be, like mother, like daughter, I guess. I've just read the trackside interview, by the way. I don't know what you were worried about. You came across really well, although, come to think of it, wasn't it my idea for you to mention her in first place? You should really be interviewing me. Headlines could be something like Zoe Ackerman is quietly changing the face of F1. What do you think? I suggested to Evelyn when we meet, maybe she'll have thoughts. And then, so Callie's first race is here. Team in the garage can't wait to see what she can do with the car. Spoken to Callie already, mainly to make sure she doesn't get caught out in the castle section. As you remember from your F1 days, one of the difficulties of Baku is the deceptive runoff, so she needs to make sure she keeps her eyes focused on the braking points. You have to put that in daily. Right, let's go to the race.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Following the cancellation of mid-season testing, both Aiden and our reserve driver Noah were photographed relaxing in Spain during their designated break we gave them. They've been pretty vocal about it across social media. As a result, there have been a lot of backlash in the media about how Connor Sports aren't as focused as they should be concerning the situation around the team. However, in a post-practice interview, Callie had their back and assured their reporters in attendance that the team is 100% focused. She projected good results for the team this week. Confidence. Tell the media we agree. Hopefully that will have a knock-on effect for the rest of the team. Callie's confident and can be infectious. It's great to see her back. Her teammate let the team know I am expected the results. Cautious. Callie needs to be careful about over-promising, especially in front of the media. Let's temper their expectations. Now, what confidence? Just because it's plus. I like the plus. Here we go. Race day. Let's rock and roll.
History is made here today as Callie Mayer, Connor Sports' latest signing, becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race.
What a moment. I've got goosebumps. Now, for those of you wondering at home, only a handful of women have entered at least one Grand Prix over the years, but none have even had the opportunity to qualify since 1992. Italy's Giovanna Amati, for those of you wondering. So today is very much a new dawn here in Baku.
And Mayer was impressive in qualifying, so let's see what the Grand Prix has in store for her.
Yeah, I have to say, it is quite a tight-knit pack out there. Fierce competition all round. I really wouldn't want to call this one.
Indeed. We've seen some brilliant driving here today, especially from young Callie Mayer. She seems to have made the transition to F1 as if she was born for it.
Okay, Callie, really good start. Keep it up.
Here we go.
Not finished yet.
Right, so I get 4 places within 3 laps. That's all section. Nicely slow. Lucas, you know, up
A
next.
lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Close to the wall, looking across the wall. Again, simulation damage, that would have been broken front wing, maybe even a broken front suspension.
Here comes Callie Mayer, closing in on her teammates.
She's practically on top of me.
Aiden, calm down. You're on different strategies. Just let Callie pass. Okay, Callie. Aiden's going to let you pass at the next corner. Let's go.
Copy.
Will Mayer get past her teammate now? Here she comes. But there's contact. Contact between the two Connor Sport drivers. Jackson's out. He gets the worst of it. Mayer's clear.
Oh, Jackson's damage looks bad. I think you're right, Crofty. His race is over.
Mayer seemed to catch Jackson unawares, though. I'm not sure why.
What was that? Why didn't she wait for me to move over on the exit?
Okay, Aiden. Are you all right?
It's just another butler.
I thought he was letting me through.
Yeah, I know, Callie. I'm sorry about that, but it's happened now. It's over. Let's get your head down and focus. Come on. We'll talk about it later.
Copy.
Rule 101 in Formula 1, do not take out your teammates, do not crash into your teammates, and it all blows up in their face. It reminds me of, I think it was Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen some years back at Azerbaijan. That was quite funny.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Tyre wall was blue. Front tyre walls are blue. Lovely. Yeah, tyre walls are blue on all 4 tyres. That's concerning.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
We have Lance Stroll up next.
And the gap behind us is 3.7 seconds.
Fernando Alonso's up next. Get my head back. This is no fun for 3,000. Hamilton. The Astros in 4th. God, I bet Oscar's on now. They've been so far with the leaderboard. Nice short work of Hamilton, Oscar. Game before the corner. Oh yeah.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.5 seconds.
Oh, because the tyres are cold on the tyre wall. It's ridiculous how I was going to spare, I'm not going to. The tyre walls need to be looked at by EA and coded because this is ridiculous. In Azerbaijan, in the deserts basically, the tyres would be dead warm. The tyre walls will not turn bloody blue. It's a joke. I hope to God they sort it because this is just a crying shame on the game. I've got no outplay. I've got nothing. I'm past now with DRS. I have DRS in a second. It's out of dead. Oh Lord. Well, there's a Stafford anyway. We'll get our first win with Tally. If the tyre walls can stay in temperature, that is. Now, tyre walls will keep playing havoc with the turning of the car.
Just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
1.24 laps of fuel. They were just doing it, didn't they? We've still got 4 laps to go. Look DRS and ERS to advertise. Causing towards the wall. Too easy.
Nice move, good job.
Three laps to go. Tyre walls. Even on the rear tyre walls that are starting to be cool. They should be in temperature, really. They shouldn't need to drop below 70 in the heat of the desert. Azerbaijan is a warm place. Right next door to Afghanistan and Kazakhstan and all the Middle East countries. Just ridiculous. I could understand if it was an overcast day on Formula 1, your tyres would be a little bit under temperature. But this game, in the desert, should have 0 tyre walls being blue. And say that they're cold. Jump the third. Got no choice but to turn, start trying to turn the Titanic, but it's just bad. Oh, that's bad joke, because I actually thinking about that. the submarine that went down to the Titanic. Oh well. It's a reference to basically trying to turn a boat with cold tyres. The reason I reference the Titanic sinking is because when they tried to turn from the iceberg, and the iceberg was down on top of them, that's why it's like with cold tyres when you turn in a corner. You brake that bit earlier, you try and turn in and you can't turn in because the tyres are cold. And it's frustrating.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
We have 2 laps remaining. And I have to visit snail's pace around certain corners. On last year's game I could take corners at quite a decent enough speed. Oh, it's penultimate lap. I could pit in this lap for soft tyres. I really could. And see if the softs can keep the temperatures on the tyre wall.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
We might have enough fuel for 3 more laps, but I'm thinking about going on to soft tyres for the last lap. Just to keep bloody temperatures in check. It says I'll rejoin them first if I do take a pit stop. It is a gamble. I've got to set new softs as well while I think about it. 30 seconds, you know, about 35-second window for the pit lane. Plus I'll be on softs, everybody else is on mediums, I will be on the fastest tyre. It is tempting, it is really, really tempting, you know what?
Understood, stopping this lap. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
Here we go, we're tweaking for softs. I've had enough of the mediums, not keeping temperatures on the tyre wall. Here we go, in and out, come on in team. Let's see if this works.
Come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound.
Right, let's see if the tyre walls just stay the same.
Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
Tyre wall are green.
We've only got 2
Nope.
laps of fuel left.
They're turning bloody blue as well. Gosh, this is not good. Here we go. That's all section. Even on the soft tyre wall, still dribbling. I think that they need to look at the issues of this game. Been out now just over a week properly, and tyre walls are an issue. Red flags are an issue. I wonder what else they've got in borderline issues. And we won the race.
Well, in spite of the drama amongst those at the top of the standings, so much of the discussion today has centred around Connor Sport.
Absolutely, a bittersweet race for them today. One historic debut, one DNF. I mean, you couldn't write it.
And talking of that debut, what did you make of Callie Mayer's first ever start?
Well, I am so excited to see Callie racing in F1. It is great for the sport. She is a phenomenal talent. I can't wait to see what the season holds and her career as a whole.
And if today is anything to go by, the name Callie Mayer is one that we'll be watching with a lot of interest for many years to come. A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
And do you feel extra pressure at Connor Sport? It must be difficult with your dad looking over your shoulder.
Look, it's F1. It's not possible for me to feel any more pressure than I already do. So no, it's not an issue.
Callie, have you felt any pushback from anyone in the F1 world, just with you being the first female driver in the sport?
No, everyone's been amazing. And I'm not the first, I'm just the latest.
How's your brother? Are you really just keeping his seat warm?
You'd have to ask him that, but he is getting the help that he needs. And no, I have no intention of giving up this seat.
What happened out there between you and Aiden today?
It's just a mix-up. I thought he was letting me through on the entry, but he clearly had other
We
ideas.
spoke to him earlier, and he said it was deliberate on your part. Any comment on that?
It was just a misunderstanding.
You've always gone by Mayer, and now you're in a team financed by your father, driving in your brother's seat. Would you go back to the Butler name?
Should have expected it, right?
I thought you did.
That's not what I mean. I mean, I'm a woman, I get it. I'm happy to talk about it.
Then what is it?
Well, it's always the same, isn't it? So you're a woman, and then every question about Dad, about Devon, about the Butler name.
Just forget about it.
Oh, I can never get away from it, can I? The only question about the race was about Aiden.
Well, you know, maybe if we'd let it run a little longer, there would have been...
Casper? Don't defend them.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry.
Look, it's fine. I'll be faster next time.
The incident at Baku, do you think she did it on purpose?
She did do it on purpose. Yeah. Check the footage.
So you didn't warm to her?
We weren't the best of friends. No.
Right, let's go to the social medias. Callie, interview request, are flying in, phone call, Evelyn.
Hey, Mum.
Callie, I couldn't be prouder, darling. Well done.
Oh, thanks, Mum. It was a good race. Felt great out there.
Oh, it was a good race.
Oh, no, what is it?
What do you mean, what is it? What's what?
I can hear it in your voice, Mum. It was a good race.
No, it's nothing.
Go on.
No, it's just that you didn't do it on purpose, did you? When you clipped poor Aiden.
I can't believe you're even asking me. Did you really raise your daughter to behave like that?
Well, I'm really not sure.
It was an accident, Mum. I'm hanging up.
Oh, of course it was. Bye, darling. Lots of love.
Right, back to this. It's all very encouraging, but we need to figure out how to manage your team. However, one or two people seem to be under the impression your interviews was cut short today, which isn't good, isn't a great look. Let's chat about this in the week. Evelyn, Kelly, just a quick one. I've got a few media types I could introduce you to that might benefit you in the long run if you could develop a relationship. I presume you'll be home this week of Silverstone. It'll be perfect the opportunity to arrange a lunch or two. No pressure. I know you're busy, but I know how helpful it can be to have allies in the press. Let me know. Thanks, Mum, and feel what we got. Kelly, we know you had to make it do with a few genetic fittings today, so thanks for that. All the parts we measured for will be ready ahead of the next race. It's important everything's feeling right, and we look forward to making the car as comfortable as possible for you. Next chapter. Silverstone.
Hey boss, got another one for you.
Connor Sports are scheduled to take part in a featured article for a leading motorsport news website. Senior management and the drivers have been requested to attend a photo shoot and interview after the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix. There is an issue though. Kelly is refusing to attend due to Davidoff's attendance. How should we handle this? Kelly's relationship with her father is complicated. I think it would be best to let her sit this one out. Besides, she's had a lot of press attention already this season. Perhaps focus on the Connor Sport management might team surrounding things a little. Compromise. Kelly's relationship with her father is complicated, but the attendance of the shoot is non-negotiable. Both Aiden and Kelly need to be front and centre as the face of Connor Sport. I appreciate the delicate situation now. In the interest of letting Kelly shine, we'll tell Davidoff he cannot attend, whatever his reaction oppose. Kelly's relationship with her father is complicated, but the team comes first. The pair of them are going to have to put on a brave face for a few hours and press a united front for once for the benefits of Connor Sport and overall public image, and I will oppose. Compromise. I read that one, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go for the pluses, because why not? Social medias, emails, what we got? Phone call from Andrea.
Andrea? You seen this latest article doing the rounds today? 3 weeks later and the press are still going with narrative of the rivalry at Connor Sport. Still!
They just need an angle for Silverstone. Paid no attention.
But they're right, aren't they? It's not like Callie and Aiden are suddenly treating each other like teammates.
They just need time. It took me a while to warm to Aiden back in the day.
Well, that's because you were a grumpy old man.
Yeah. Well, some things never change, I guess.
Ha! Now you're just grumpier and older. I'll leave you to it. Ciao.
Bye.
Right. There is still some focus in the press on the rivalry at Connor Sport. Anything we can do to play down the angle in our dealings with the media would be really helpful. Andrea was not happy with the situation, but it all comes down to Aiden and Kelly's actions on and off the track. I'm talking the media outlets offering alternative narratives, and it'd be great if you can play all this down in the media. If the media asks, you can talk to Kelly and Aiden. I don't know how delicate the situation is. Caspar, I think we need to discuss the possibility of telling Aiden and Kelly about the terms of the contract with Davidoff. It might stop the infighting and give us something to focus on. I know we agreed to keep it between us, but we can't risk it getting out of hand until it's paramount right now. You know how much this team means to me. Think about it, Andrea. Whether I'm money boss, the full weather report at the race is attached. Looks like it's going to be an enjoyable, nice run. Some clouds settling later, no signs of rain at the moment. And let's go to the race. Six laps remaining.
What is Aiden's problem?
Okay, we'll have a word.
He's been so late into these corners. I have no space out here.
Yeah, we'll talk to him, Kelly.
Here we go.
About Baku, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about Baku because Aiden is whiny, and we used to like Aiden because he was like, yeah man, I'll just drive the car, do what needs to be done. And now he's acting a bit like Devon. He thinks he's bigger and better than the team, which is not the case. Good boy, Aiden.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Hello, Oscar and Pierre. Let's get these before the maybe some best before that. Not going to do it. Oh, I can catch up to him. And I'm going to slow down. And Oscar's inexperienced on the circuit. I just flew past him. And Pierre was just a sitting duck. We have the beast and Granny out next. Or Joe Granny, I should say, that's how it should be. The Asians always start with surname, then name, which is nice to see. Where we Westerners, we always say name, then surname. There's Fernando. I can hear the drums. Abba, Fernando, what a tune. Yeah, I've got DRS and I'm using Overtake just to catch up to Lando and Carlos.
We're leading the car behind by 2.1 seconds.
Right. Still a long way around on Lando. Let's use a bit of Overtake to catch up to Sainz. Then we have Sergio there. I wonder if it's going to be the Mercedes leading the British Grand Prix. Oh, Hulkenberg's in the way. Didn't realise Hulkenberg was in the way. Yo, Nico, you have to move out the race tonight, mate, because I'm coming through. And 6, 5, 4, 3, and save that little bit of battery for when I try and catch up to Sergio. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda's down here. I didn't realise Yuki was so high up. We've got Sergio. This is actually pretty cool. I've got the fastest lap. Gotta try and keep as much battery as I can for the next 4 laps. Ocon in 4. Man, the Alpine must have some upgrades on the car. I'm trying to catch up to Charles, who's no ERS taken. I'm trying to give as much of that as possible. Ooh! Got him. So Charles, Esteban, Max and George are basically the top 2 to 5th. I mean, 6th. I think they're all using a little bit of battery, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go that way. Anything down the inside? I am right, it is the 2 Mercedes leading at the British Grand Prix. 3 Brits on the podium. And Lewis Hamilton's now there for the taking. Nip down the outside, onto the inside, onto the racing line, and taken. We are just inside there.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, I won't be able to do a pit stop at Silverstone. I've had more laps of it. But Silverstone is the slowest pit lane on the calendar. But yeah, this has been an interesting story so far. It's only going to get better. I'm trying to get back to the last lap. See if I can actually jump it all to get the fastest lap still. I'm slow in sector 1, fast in sector 2, wonder I'm going to be green. I reckon it's going to be a green. I don't think it's going to be purple or red. Lose a bit of time losing the balance on the curve, but it's a red. Okay. I didn't hit that curve and lose a little bit more front end steering. It would have been green, I reckon. But we're on the penultimate lap. So I did want to sit there, but I can 8, 7. Yeah, not good.
You've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
2.13 laps, he's got a bit too much fuel to carry on board. But a win's a win regardless. I'll just start matching and get third.
Final lap. Push, push. Okay, gap to the car behind. 25.8 seconds.
I'll have to dump all my battery now then. That's all I can do. Still quick a little bit there.
Continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
The stewards could give me a penalty, but it's not going to happen. This is not Spain. Check the flag out. It's a 1, 2, 3 for the British team.
Just another example of the Connor Sport drivers antagonising each other.
Yeah, but you've got to look at Ackerman as well. He's the one that can sort this situation out. So far, he's letting them run wild.
His job is to keep control. And no matter what the season, no matter what the driver, Connor Sport just can't seem to gel as a team. So you've got to ask the question, really, what will it take? Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Callie, this is your first
These fans are in front of the home fans, just try to put words. I mean, it's all about the fans, the community. It's been overwhelming at times. It's a dream come true. Do you know what? It's all about the fans and the community.
The fans always remind me that motorsport is bigger than the drivers. It's bigger than the teams. It's this whole community of people who come together just to enjoy the sport. And yeah, the home fans are always going to feel special.
Well, I have to say it was tight out there.
Well, I have to say it was tight out there once again between you and Aiden. You're not giving each other much space, are you? Aiden is prioritising his performance over that of the team. All I can do is focus on my driving. We're both competitive. It's going to happen. It takes time. We'll get there. Do you know what? All I can do is focus on my driving.
I've decided I'm not going to focus any more energy on Aiden. If he wants to start working more closely with me, then he can come and talk. But I think all I can do right now is just focus on my own driving.
Now, naturally, there has been a lot of speculation about...
There's been a lot of speculation about the role of your father, Devinoff, in securing your seat at Connor Sport. What do you say to that, to the critics? It may have helped. That's the reality of the sport sometimes. I'm here because I deserve to be here. No comment. You know, I'm here because I deserve to be.
Well, look at Gasly, Leclerc, Russell, and now everyone's suddenly surprised that F1 team signed an F2 champion. I'm here because I can drive. People need to get a grip.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's look at the news. There's going to be a phone call in a second. There we go.
Hey, Mum. Callie, you saw the interview?
Would you like some loving parental advice?
Not really.
Yeah. All this stuff about your father, I mean, you do know there's an element of truth to what they're saying. Like it or not, you've got to acknowledge it.
I don't have to acknowledge anything.
You can't make it go away by ignoring it, Cal. People will say all manner of nonsense if you don't accept it. She's privileged, they'll say. She's out of touch.
I don't care what they say about me.
Of course you do. You're only human.
I'm just here to drive.
If only it were that simple, darling.
Yeah. Look, I've got stuff to do, okay?
Think about it anyway. Lots of love.
Right. Lisa says, hey Cal, about the interview today, we just worried about denying your father's role and getting you a seat at Connor Sport. There's a danger people might start thinking you're privileged and out of touch. Have a discuss lines you can use better, neutralise the issue. Let me know if you're around to chat. Hey team, just a quick message on you that your featured piece that's been written on Connor Sports after Spielberg, Andrea and Casper are keen for this article to show positive and united front at Connor Sports. So it is important that everyone attends, all management, all drivers please. And then Andrea, please be careful what you say to our team radio. The press are hungry for even the smallest disagreement at Connor Sports, so it's better if we don't argue publicly. Great race, see you at the meeting. Next chapter.
I did not like Aiden. Not at all.
Why not?
I thought he was immature about what happened in Baku. Like he never really got over it. He was aggressive on track, and the paddock talks. He just wasn't happy at Connor Sport. Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
It's already complicated. And I've told you they don't need to know.
Well, it's your call, of course. But the dishonesty makes me uncomfortable.
We'll talk about it later. Yes?
Let's make this quick.
Or maybe we could give Casper a bit of our time.
This wasn't scheduled.
What, are you too busy for us now?
Just tell them, Casper.
Andrea, please.
Can we get started?
Yeah, Aiden's got a meeting at Mercedes he needs to get to.
Enough! Enough! Okay? This is what we have to talk about. It has to stop. Understand? If we can't pull together now...
If we can't pull together, we are finished.
Wait, what does that mean?
Andrea?
It means that if we don't finish 5th or higher, Butler Global will pull funding. And I don't think we'll find an investor to replace him. Not now.
Wait, what? Casper?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, then we're finished. Andrea?
We're finished.
So yeah, Dad brought me onto the team and then immediately threatened to shut it down.
Why would he do that?
It's kind of his thing.
Okay, Callie, I'm sure you've got questions, but we think we know what we're doing here. We've got information that says more rain's coming, and so, because we're the first ones to come and make this change, we can turn it into an advantage. So on your outlap, let's make it all count.
Copy that.
Oh god. Oh, the rain's now falling, I was going to say. Oh geez, gone a bit too early on the dries for the wet into onto dries, but team 18. This is not going to go well. So I've got 12.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
I can't use overtake to utilise this energy.
Aiden's in the pits. Aiden in the pits.
There's not enough corners in Austria to save as much battery as possible, so I'm just going to let it go to medium. Right, we've disabled DRS, so it is now wet enough for the Inters. I was probably a lap too early, but everyone's pitting now. We are doing
DRS
well.
has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Now I'm going to use a bit of overtake. We've got to get 10-4 better, and we are literally 12. There's Joe. R1 with easy to overtake. Joe's going to go that way. I'm going to go this way round him. Slam on my anchors and go straight on. If this is what things to come in this race, then I'm not going to get very far. It's a little bit tedious at times with the tyre walls.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes.
So we could pit for dries if the rain stops quickly enough. I do like the Austrian Grand Prix. It's very, very nice. It's fast, it's free flowing. But with DRS, or ERS I should say, the battery won't charge as quick.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Next I've got to get to Bottas and Max Verstappen. Let's use all the battery down these back straights. Jeez. Again, the front. No, this has got to be an issue. Surely coded, isn't it? Yeah, you know about bloody tyre walls. Lance Stroll's in third.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Nice in fourth. The Canadian in third. Or was in third. Top 5. We're on the podium. Battery can I actually use? I use literally 9% of battery.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.9 seconds.
Right, let's see if I can use it to catch up to Sergio. And I can. And we're in first. We have 6 laps left. 6 laps and 18% battery. The rain said it was going to be drying up soon, so what is the red
The
report?
rain's passing now, so expect it to ease up in the next few minutes. So watch those lap times. We may have to pit for dries at very short notice. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
So it's possible to pit for dries if it carries on.
Okay, I think we're still the right tyres for the time being.
Right, let's use some battery. Fastest lap at 117. Arranging. Could we pit? Could we pit the drives? That is a question that I have to look at. The rain has stopped.
Okay, car behind trailing us, 19.1 seconds.
The rain has stopped. The track is semi-dry. So it won't take long for it to fully dry. Literally, I'm just cleaning up a little bit of spray on the racing line. I reckon for about lap 16, I reckon I'll be fitting for a set of softs. I'm going to do that actually, soft, there we go. Oh gosh.
Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Sure, when? No, that's the question. There's a dry line appearing on the racing line, that is. It's just too dry.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
The last day is probably maybe 2 before I box the dries. They just seem a little bit too dry for the inters. Yeah, there's not even enough spray coming off now. No, but I'm going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. I'm going to box this lap.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Too dry. Winters. It is literally just too dry for winters.
Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
Yep, what did I say? Lap 16. Dries. Because this game's broken.
Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 38.
There we go.
Seconds.
DRS enable, lap 16, that's it, pitting this lap. Right, box.
Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
Yep. Anybody else going to follow suit? Probably not, they're all going to crawl around on inters. Where me, I'm going to box for dries because I'm clever like that.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Penultimate lap, literally just gone for dries, and yeah, this is going to be amazing. curve. It's all good. Purple sectors. What I like to see. Here we go. Final lap.
Mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
I don't understand why the AI is doing this for one lap. Literally put the cattle onto the pigeons that would.
We've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Yeah, it's a lot faster on the drives. Oh gosh. There's a lot of teams there that are really bizarre. And we won.
Congratulations, Callie. You keep going like that, you might just prove me wrong yet. Callie?
Well, we said at the time that it might have been too soon, but in hindsight, Coppersport really did make the right call. Mayer made the pit stop, changed to wet tyres ahead of everybody else. That was a real turning point in the race.
Yeah, you've got to get these decisions right, and not everyone did today. It's great to see Connosport taking their chances like that. Wonderful race by Mayer.
If they want to improve on last season, they've got to try and do something different. Well, they did that today. They timed it well. Mayer, well, she continues to impress. Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
Right, let's talk about
Callie,
the press.
great race.
What do you mean, prove you wrong?
I was just trying to congratulate you, that's all.
Prove you wrong about what exactly?
I didn't mean anything by it. I was just saying well done.
By reminding me how little you actually believe in me?
Callie.
You are a piece of work.
But it was a great race.
You said you'd keep him away from me.
I'll talk to him.
How is he getting involved on comms?
Well, he didn't ask, he just did it.
Yeah, he'll do whatever he wants until someone stops him.
I said I'll talk to him. That was a great result out there today. Let's forget about your father, okay?
Yeah. Good. Looks like he's found someone else to talk to anyway.
Right, let's sort out the news.
Casper.
Hey, look, I've put measures in place to clamp down on who can access team radio from now on.
Thanks, I guess.
Turns out your father talked Mark into it. Said something like, you're not going to keep me off team radio on my own team.
Yeah, well, Mark can be a bit of a pushover at times.
But listen, you'll need to learn to tolerate your father. He's going to be at this press thing later, you know.
Yeah? Well, whatever happened to you, I'll do everything in my power to keep him away from you.
Running a team means making compromises.
But this was your call, right? You decided this?
Listen, I have a lot of people I'm trying to keep happy here.
And some are more important than others, it seems.
I'm really trying here, Callie. Look, I have to go. Let's talk later.
Right, quick emails. Oh.
Mum. Callie, I just got your text. Prove him wrong. He's got a nerve.
He really gets to me, Mum. I know I shouldn't let him, but I can't bear it.
Him and his little games. Call him out on it, Callie. Say something.
I did. I spoke to him.
And?
He said he didn't mean anything by it. He said I did well today.
Unbelievable.
What else do you expect? An apology? I don't know what to do.
You keep driving, Callie. That's all you can do right now. The rest is just fluff.
If only it were that simple.
Oh, fair point. Don't envy you, darling. Not one bit. I'll leave you be.
Bye, Mum.
Alright, hi everyone, just an email to outline the new on-track radio comms clearance protocol that we've put in place. It's effective immediately for both Aiden and KJ in practice qualifying in the race. This won't affect most of you, but you'll find a new procedure attached. Press and socials are currently speculating over the team's finance situation. As ever, we ask you all to be careful when where you discuss teams related business, and JO's keen to keep the team descending from closed doors meetings, but requires trust on all parts. Congrats everyone on the tyre strategy. We were the best team out there today in terms of our decisions making and our timings. We keep going like this, so we'll keep them. Yeah. And a quick reminder about the press call today after the race. It's been a big feature piece that running in Spotlight, which will help go further teams profile and continue our quest to build a positive brand identity. Casper decided the piece should involve the entire core team, so it's down to hands of deck. So it's all hands on deck for this one. Management and drivers have to attend. Right, I'm going to end this stream here and this part of the chapter. We'll be back next week with some more breaking points. I do post Monday to Friday daily content, so feel free to check that out. And until then, I'll see you all again. Goodbye.